Alrighty, guys, welcome back. We are working in this foldable still. This will be the last day we're going to be taking notes in it, and after it's complete, please glue it into your math notebook. Open it on up. And today we're going to be dealing with decimals and fractions. Mixed numbers will work the same as fractions. Okay, so the same rules apply for decimals and fractions. You're going to follow the same 3 steps. Step 1, you're going to make your T-chart. Step 2, you're going to add down. And step 3, you're going to rewrite. So let's go ahead and start out with our T-chart. Hopefully by now you're used to identifying that we have M's. So we will have an M column, which has our 1.8 and our negative or minus 0.9 M. Then we just have our constants, C of plus 2. So now we've done step 1. Now we're on to step 2, adding down. 1.8 plus a negative 0.9 will give you a positive 0.9 M. 2 plus nothing is just 2. Now we're up to step 3, where we rewrite our answer. We have 0.9 M. Since this is a positive 2, it will be plus 2. And that is our final simplified answer. If you're like, oh my God, Miss Carbone, this is way too easy, it's just like the other stuff, pause the video, try the next 2. If not, stick with me here. All right, next one, make our T-chart. We start out with 3.4a. So I'm going to talk about my A terms first. 3.4a. 5, not like term. Then I've got this plus a negative 0.2d. So negative 0.2d. And 3 is a constant. Next, I've got my plus 5, so I'm talking about constants. So positive 5 and a minus or negative 3. Second step, add down. 3.4 plus a negative 0.2 results in a 3.2a. And then for the constants, we have 5 plus negative 3 is equal to a positive 2. Step 3, rewriting our answer. 3.2a plus, because it's a positive 2, 2. All right, guys, if you haven't tried it yet, try this one on your own. If not, follow along. Start with the T-chart. First term is 2.5x, so I'm trying to talk about my x terms. So I have 2.5x, that's a z. Oh, I've got another x, 1.6x, and that's all my x's. Next, I have my z terms. I put a little line through my z's because my z's tend to look like 2's. So I have 1.8z, and I've got negative or minus 0.9z. Step number 2, add down. 2.5 plus a positive 1.6 gives me a 4.1x, and 1.8z plus, I forgot to write my plus negative 0.9 gives us a positive 0.9z. And rewriting our final answer would be 4.1x plus, because it's positive, 0.9z. Final answer. And I'm going to have you guys guess as to whether or not it works the same for fractions. Well, guess what it does. All right, what I want you guys to do is I want you to pause the video, try the first 3. I'm going to do the first one with you, and then I'm just going to show the answers to the next 2. All right, here we go. Make your T-chart. Identify your like terms. We've got 1/3 d, so we'll talk about the d terms first. 1/3 d. Now we got plus 7/12 d. Our next like terms are minus or negative 5. So we're talking about constants. And then negative 1. Step number 2, add down. 1/3 plus a positive 7/12 gives you 11/12. D. -5 plus -1 gives you a -6. Final answer, 11/12. D, -6. All right, I'm going to do the next two. Please pause the video and try these yourselves. Then after you try them, just fast forward through the video to see if you get them right. T-chart, first term, 1/2 k, so I'm talking about k's. 1/2 k, that's a constant. Oh, I've got another k, minus a -2/5 k. So minus a -2/5 k. Now I wrote them both because it's important. You have to take the sign with it. Next, I'm talking about my constants. So -8 plus 2. And step number 2, I'm going to add down. In your calculator, put 1/2. What's going to happen here when we have a plus minus and then another minus? Things are going to look confusing, right? Well, you can ask yourself, what is a double negative really? A double negative is a positive. So this will become 1/2 k, or 1/2 plus positive 2/5. And that gives you 9/10 k, or 0.9, however your calculator gives it to you. Then we have -8 plus positive 2 gives us a -6, which gives us a final answer of 9/10 k minus 6. We like to leave things in fraction form because it's our most precise version. Alrighty, now we're going to do our last one. Again, if you've been trying these two with us, please pause the video and try this one on your own. Alright, here we go. We got to make our t-chart. Our first like term is 2/3 a, so we're going to deal with a terms. So we have 2/3 a, then we have -1/6 a, and those are b's, so they're not. Then we got 3/5 b, so we're talking about b's, 3/5 b, and negative or minus 3/10 b. Step number 2, add down. 2/3 plus -1/6 gives us 1/2 a. 3/5 plus -3/10 actually gives us a positive 3/10 b. And our final answer here will be 1/2 a plus, because it's a positive 3/10 b, 3/10 b. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out in Google Classroom, ask myself, Mrs. Lyons, anything like that. Once again, please make sure that you fold this up and glue it into your math notebook so you have it for a while. Now, please complete the practice attached to your Google Classroom. Thank you.